Surname Mo, guys. Her surname. Oh wait, by the way, I keep saying surname, but in America they say last name.
Oh, sorry. Last name. My bad.
Still alien.
I came here, I'm like, where is my wings? Like,
Sizzle in my tongue.
hopefully this is a platform that makes people feel safe.
I completely almost forgot.
Yeah, you can lay down, by the way. I was thinking of doing the family chart, but I think we have to study it a little bit first. Like, look at this.
How? I never got it. Like,
I just know Guma and Kaufu.
I don't know what.
But I wanna study. I'm determined to study it. And
Determination.
Dude, I put a note down. There's like a global McDonald in Chicago.
yeah, what is that?
Like,
What's that about?
Well, apparently they have like a global menu. I don't know if it like changes out every season, but then
Global
like,
favorites. Oh, but there's Hong Kong's McSpicy chicken.
what? Okay,
Yeah.
maybe I looked at the wrong menu. I think I just saw the post pop there or something.
They're featuring at least from this picture that I'm looking at. There's
Oh my
Canada,
God.
and then the second one is Hong Kong. So Hong Kong is up there. And then there's Australia, which is like
Bro,
cheese.
Send me the one that you're looking at because I'm like, but the chicken, the fried chicken, you see, it's different from the one in America. I prefer it.
And then after Australia is France, which is mozza salad. Of course, it's salad.
Jesus. Why not some snails?
Oh, and there's Brazil strawberry top sundae. We do love our sugar. We even have sugar pizza, like sweet pizza.
Oh my God, that sounds delicious. Actually, yeah, I tried a sweet pizza here it's called Pizza Rocks. They have like a dessert pizza menu, and they have one like with Nutella and marshmallow.
Yeah, so we have something similar.
Hey, Joe-san.
What's up?
Today we are gonna talk about
The different surnames in Cantonese. Because we found out that there's so many ways of saying or even spelling surnames. You know, there's like, I guess obviously there's different history and background, and people evolve, or when they migrate, they kind of change the spelling. Because that was my grandma's story. Like, she's like German, but they changed the spelling because the Brazilians heard it differently. And so anyways.
Yeah. I bet you by Mohammed also. There's different Mohammeds.
Oh, yeah. Remember the first time I was like, is it Muhammed?
No, it's the easiest way spelled. Mohammed.
But it's the same. It's all Muhammad, right? So like,
Yeah, exactly.
no,
But
even
it's
for my last name, I found out like on Facebook, like just like added by people who is same last name as me, but not Lulo. Lomibao.
Lomibao.
Yeah.
Lo.
Hey, lo. What's the surname we always get? Lo Mai Bao.
Lomibao.
Yeah. So now it's actually Lo Mai Bao because it's Lo. So yes, we are just, I guess, going through the Cantonese ways of saying these surnames.
Like how we would say in the Cantonese speaking places, right? Like
Yeah.
we were in Macau or Hong Kong.
Disclaimer, we are from Macau, so we will be speaking the Macau Cantonese.
Yes.
I guess we can go with the simplest one. Lee or Lei.
Lei.
Lee.
Okay.
I feel like I've heard it like as Lee, way more common here in America. Lee.
What is the spelling also? Lee or Li? Right?
Yeah, that's true.
That is one thing too. Is that like a difference in region? See, we're all doing questions. We have no idea, guys. Okay. Like, disclaimer.
This is all discussion. There's no fact stating, but just like, where does exactly, like, I mean, maybe like 2 different clans of Lee came, and then they're like, oh, I'm gonna spell it. Or the immigration officer's like, okay, Lee, Li, and then the other immigration officer, okay, Lee, Lee. You know, because it's like spelling. And that, yeah.
Or I wonder if it's like Mandarin Cantonese.
But Cantonese is lei, Lei.
That's true. That this makes sense. You're right. Lei, Lei. So Bruce Lee, what's his Chinese name?
I say了. We should know this.
I put it. But I don't know. Is he Asian American? I have no idea.
What's his Chinese name? Of course, Lei Xiulong.
Oh,
And
I was
then-
like
and
Lei
then-
Sing Long, but then it's like that's
That's Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
Chen Sing Long.
So apparently Jackie Chan's name isn't Chan Sing Long. It's Chan Gong Sing. Chan Sing Long is someone entirely different.
That's another one, guys. Chan.
Chan.
Yeah, very known as Chan. Like very like wildly known in American as Chan.
Yeah. Chan.
Is Chun in Cantonese.
Chun. Like even Chan is like CHAN or CHEN.
Then how do you say Chen in Mandarin?
Chen.
Chen.
Chen Chenglong.
Oh ho ho.
Okay, next.
There?
Lao.
Mr. Lau.
Lao. Right? It's spelled like Lao or
How do you say that? How do you spell LAU or LAO?
yeah, that's I don't know.
How about Macau, AU or AO? Depends if it's Portuguese or if it's English.
Yeah.
And
That's
Brazil
true.
also S and Z.
Yeah.
That's why, like, when people like are so confident about like correcting someone in language, I'm like, so like, how could you be
Language is
100%
made
sure?
up by people.
Okay, I remember my teacher, Mr. Lau. Mr. Lau.
Mr. Lao.
We always say Lau.
Mm-hmm.
Lau, but then it's like it's Lau. Like in the Chinese, it's Lau,
Lao.
blah blah. But when you say it in English, it's Lau.
Mr. Lao. Mr. Lao.
Yeah, we
Lao.
say Mr. Lau. Like he's our English teacher, so we would say Mr. Lau. But then but there was Lao Xin San. You know, when you say it in Chinese, it's Lao Xin San. Because we would say every time we start the class, we would say like Chen Xin San, Zhou San.
We would greet the teacher.
Greet the teacher. And lunch after lunch is Chen Xin San.
Good morning, Mr. Lao.
Good morning, Mr. Lau. Bon dia, professora, senora Anna, or something like that.
And Lao is like, you're lame. Lao lay.
One time I said this story before. One time someone texted me like, "You are so now," and I'm like, "Oh my god!" They're saying I'm trendy. I'm like, cool, yay! But then later on, like I think we had like a vocal interaction. And he's like, "They'll lao manawa." What? Oh, like.
No, Lao.
Like, what does that mean? And then like I asked like someone else, and like, what does that mean? It means you're like lame. Oh.
Yeah.
I was pretty lame
Like,
before.
Actually,
Even now, yeah, like I have no style. Like that's what people always say.
it takes time to figure it out, and like people actually invest time and like do research and then try this, try that.
Yeah.
And I'm just too lazy for that.
Clay treats earrings. She
Hey.
decides my style for me.
Beautiful.
What's next? Wong.
Wong. Huang?
Huang in Mandarin. Wong.
Wong.
Wait, there's two.
Wang.
The
Yeah.
yellow Wong.
So yellow is Huang, and then king is Wang, like in Mandarin. Wang.
Wow.
But Wong.
what
In
about
Cantonese,
in-
they all both sound the
Wong.
same.
Wong San.
Wong, sir.
Wong sir.
This one.
San.
Mm.
NG.
I think- Yeah, because some people say right?
That's the NG people. Who is a famous? There's no famous.
I don't know.
Do we know so much? Hiếu Young. Pang Hoon.
Please don't say that name. So this is spelled NG.
Bao Bao stickers.
Oh, Bao Bao Bay.
Bao Bao Bay stickers.
No, Bao Bay.
Oh my god! Bao Bay stickers. It's so cute. Haha. Oh. Okay, so
周
Zhao
周家慈，你講咩啊？
Zhao Cheyin. I don't know why. Who's this name?
I don't know that name.
There's like some random Chinese names that I remember now. It's just like all our lives is Chinese names around us, you know? Like it's like 3 words, 3-letter words. Everybody has 3-letter
that's
words.
true.
While like, but then we also like have the Portuguese like spelling at the side, you know, like they always spell it. In
How would you
Portuguese.
spell 周
for
English?
A-O.
Ciao.
Oh,
Ciao, Bella.
W? So it's O-W.
Yeah, or one of them.
Because in Portuguese it's O-U because they don't have W.
The 周, like for spelling in English, there's like several, right? So there's CHOW, CHAU, and then
C-H-A-U?
yeah,
Chow. Okay. Yeah, chow.
and then there's TZO, which is like
Oh, chow. Chow.
so, you know, like general so,
Yeah, when
general
they
chow,
chow.
chow.
I guess
Like
it's
what is
hard.
which is the real name for general so?
Oh, maybe it's chow. It's General Chow.
So
then.
周將軍.
But then so is also a name. So cute. Fight.
Who is that?
I don't know why do I know so cute. Fight.
Who is that? No, that's definitely a name I know.
Dude, there's so many Chinese names that we just grew up with. Like, you know, like that's
Ho Hoa.
Ho Hoa. Our old president. Wait, what is it? What do they have? Prime Minister?
特首.
So special administrator or something.
Choi.
Oh, Choi.
How do you spell Choi?
Choi. C-H-O.
Choi, right? Yeah, Choi.
Or with Y?
Is there a Y here? According to Wikipedia, there isn't. It's like CHOI, and then Mandarin is like XU, shu.
Like
Shu
there's a
Jiawei.
Shu Jiawei? Okay.
Soon.
Soon.
Like the grandkids soon.
Soon. Hong.
Hey.
Yes, Soon Hong. The monkey from.
Speaking of Sun Hong, Zhu.
But it sounds like pig, but it means
But it's
pearl.
not the pig. It's the different word.
It's the pearl without the wong. Sipin. Right?
Yes, you're right. Wow, you're right.
Thank you.
Wow.
Mo.
Yeah.
Do you think like our classmates would hear this?
I feel like there's more combinations in Chinese names than in English names. Because like it's always 3, right? And so there's always 2, and there's so many words in Cantonese, but English name, there's so many like Jack, John, like Kevin.
But now there's like exotic ones. You know.
True.
You know, like with the Hong Kong and Macau, so they have English names. Like they have their own English name that they choose. You
like
know?
Rainbow.
Oh my god, like Stanton. Or like
What?
Or Fanny.
Paul.
Fanny.
Sorry.
Dude.
Fanny?
Do you know who had Fanny?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, are you sure you want this name? But no one cared.
Okay,
They don't
next.
know what
Ho.
Fanny meant. Okay, ho. Did you see a video of the guy? It's a guy from Hungover. Like he was like on the mic, like you I just want to shout out to my wife. You're the best hoe in town. Don't worry, ESPN. She's her surname, her last name is Ho. Because her last name is Ho. You're the best hoe in town. That's right. So that's the most common way
I'm
to
sure
say it
people
is
with that last
ho.
name get that a lot.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, Santa Claus started ho ho ho. Haha, jokes. Um,
Okay, Lum.
Ho,
How would
but
you
it's
spell that?
ho. Like, did we say it in Cantonese? Ho, right? We always
Ho.
said, yeah, it's ho in Cantonese, not ho. So if you don't like your name in English, you could say in Cantonese. Ho.
Lum.
Lam. Like
Literally the forest.
the two wood.
Wood. Yeah.
Wow. Lum. Sing lum,
There
really.
is Lin is also like Lin
Wait.
is
How do you say
Mandarin.
in English though? Like the lum is lamb, right?
There is LAM, LUM, and LIN.
Lum, Lum. That's weird. I feel like I've heard
Lum.
lamb, like something lamb.
Lamb for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lamb is pretty. I know a few
What's
lambs.
Lin?
Lin.
Jeremy Lin. You know, like the basketball player.
Well,
Is it?
there is Lim here
Oh, then that
actually.
is Lum. Then that is Lum. Maybe
It
he's
might
saying
just
Lum
be
then.
like where he's like
I think he's
Hakka
Lum Junho or something.
Lam He Lam Su Ho, like Su the book Su
Whoa. Oh, never mind. Yeah, you're right. I think it is weird like that. I don't know why I made it sound so cool, Lum Junho.
Lam Junho sounds good.
Yeah, right? Lum Junho.
Yeah.
Anyone named Lum Junho here?
This one Learn. I'm sure there's a lot of spelling for
Oh, there's a
this.
lot of learns. Leong or Leung,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or I have no idea.
L. Yeah.
Le-
Liang is
oh, the
Mandarin.
Mandarin.
Liang.
Leung.
It's interesting because like all these last names are related to, or it's like the same names as the dynasties that we study at school. Like it's like the Chan dynasty or Lin dynasty. I don't know, like it's all like kind of, and I feel like that kind of translates to
The big ones.
like Tong Ho
Tong Chiu. That's the dynasty
Yes,
name, right?
Tong
Chiu.
too, exactly. And there's like people with this
Chiu
surname.
dynasty. Yes. Is there Tong Ho Chi?
You remember Tong Ho Chi?
I remember Tong Ho Chi. Whoa.
Tong. I think that's pretty straightforward.
Yeah. There's those surnames with two words. Aoyang.
Aoyang.
Right?
Uh,
Like it's like Aoyang Jiking. Like it's like there's 4 words in total. So it's like there's those special cases as 4 words.
let's see. Yeah.
Another one also like that. Like a writer.
No, there's quite a few. I just don't know a few now. I just
Yeah, fair enough. We do just know our schools, people. You know, like mostly it's
people
mostly
we
our
grew up
school.
with.
Yeah, the people that we grew up with. So,
Oh, this one that you mentioned, Yipman.
oh my God, Yip Man, guys. Yip YIP and IP. Is there 2 ways or just
I
one
thought it
way?
was IP.
It's just IP, right? Because Yip is like I don't know.
Yip.
Yip.
Yeah.
Yip
Leaf ask.
Leaf ass if you have to like.
Leaf ask.
So the leaf ass, and you go by water. So yeah, that's a surname of the leaf village. You know, like in Naruto. Ah, so cool. I'd like to think that if I had a surname that's Yip. Oh, there's Chaeh.
Say.
In English is Chaeh. You know.
This one has a lot of different spelling.
Because in Barstool, like the podcast, there's a guy called Steven Chaeh, and I'm like,
How does
is
it
he
spell?
Asian? I'm like, is he Asian? I think it's Chae. Try to search Stephen Chaeh and tell me if he's Asian or not. Like this, you look at him because he's the only one I think it is like Asian. But then again, you know, there are those like Asian Americans. They have the name, but then they're still like born and raised here. So it's like it doesn't make them any less American. You know what I mean? But it's like it depends on if they're in touch with their roots, I guess. You know, like there's people like Sandra that knows both of her languages, like her parents' language, and knows some Cantonese and Mandarin, like just like freaking exploding our mind. But then there's people like us that's like parents that have no time to like, you know, really like,
No. Okay, back to Tse. There's like CHE, CHAE, right? What you said. TSE. I mean, I feel like I would spell Tse as JE would sound too much like J.
Yeah, like chia chia. Like
Tse,
it's
but it's
that's
more
very
light,
Mandarin.
like Tse.
Almost forgot kok.
Mm.
That's a scary one. Kok.
Mhm,
Mew.
mhm. Mm. Who?
What's Yao Ming? Yu Meng.
You.
Yu
You.
Meng.
Mm.
That's in Cantonese is Yu Meng. Yao Ming is Mandarin, obviously, right? Because it's Chinese. In English, you say it Yao Ming.
Uh.
Wow.
I
Ah,
kind of miss using Chinese names and like kind of like be like,
it's
you
like
don't do.
yeah, it's easy. I mean, it's like just one surname and then two sounds. It's like and there's meaning behind
There's
the
meaning in
names.
every word, right? Yeah.
Mhm. That's why like a lot of times there's like a like John like how John Doe for or in Chinese is Chan Dai Man.
陈代man.
Like in every like sample thing they would
It
use
means
Chan Dai Man.
okay. I don't know what the meaning of "ton" is, like Chan, but it means Chan big literacy, right, or something like that.
Like no one is named that. Just like John Doe. Like there's no one named John Doe. That's why they call it John Doe. Right? I assume.
Chinese names. What's different with English names is that like you don't really. There's no words um that are made with names or names that made with like words. I mean, there are some cases, but like you don't use Mary or John in a sentence or in any daily life, and it's just a name. But in Chinese, like usually these are the names have like meanings, like May, beautiful. It's like in the name, but it's like words that we use every day too.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you mean. So like whenever someone makes a Chinese name or any like Asian name, it's obviously just the sound of it and it's not the meaning. So like
Yeah.
how like Chinese names have the meanings when you just make the sound of your Chinese name though, like people will be like, oh, what's the meaning? Like you can't have a meaning if it's just the sound of it, like because it's like you're trying to make it sound like it. So obviously the meaning is not gonna be there.
Mm,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
how mine is Fadema because my government name is Fatima, so Fatima, like floor, horse. And then when I say if I do use that in like outside sitting, they'll be like kind of weirded out that my surname is Fa because like first word is the surname, like your last name. So they will be like, your last name is Fa, like Fa Mulan,
I mean,
right?
there's Fossy Lie from that cartoon.
Oh my god, Fasila. I am a Fasila like that.
You
But yeah,
will
but
be
my
a Fossy
surname is
Lie.
obviously not, it's Mohammed, like my surname. So it would
Mo Ma.
oh my god, stop. Surname Mo, guys. Her surname. Oh wait, by the way, I keep saying surname, but in America they say last name.
Oh, sorry. Last name. My bad.
Yes, sir. It's last name, sir, not surname, sir. Yeah, like yeah. There's no like last name. Yeah. Is there? Yes, so
Yeah. Oh, but that's
obviously
not even a
that's
last
I
name.
know that's why it's
It's
a name.
just
It's a
like
yek
this
yum.
sound.
It's a translated sound. Okay, that's what it
Yeah.
is. So yeah, thank you guys
Thank
for
you. Hope you learn some ways to say these Cantonese surnames in Cantonese.
yeah, like it's just like I think it's pretty cool to like compare. Like because sometimes if you hear it in Cantonese, you're like, what am I listening at? Like why can't I
Yeah.
recognize the names? And it's like it's because there's like a little tone to it. But hey, even English has their like accents. Clearly, like some people say forward instead of forward.
You love that example.
Because I literally just heard it.
Oh, the word.
Coffee or khakis or there's a lot of words that's like you're realizing like, yo, there's different type of, and people in Minnesota speak like Canadian,
Mm,
like Minnesota, like that. So it's like,
Minnesota.
if English can be so flexible, why can't we accept that Chinese can be?
Yeah. And I think like a lot of our followers mentioned, there's so many different branches also, like coming into Cantonese or coming out of Cantonese. Like these last names, there's so many ways of spelling it because there's like those who went to Vietnam, like the Hakka and then the Toi San. Like there's so many.
That's true. Makes sense.
So
Maybe
it's
one day
pretty
we
cool.
should look into our like last names and then like deeper into it or something. Because I've honestly I just know Mohammed has like different types of Mohammed, but like I don't know why. It's like, why don't we ever look at our own? You know?
Would you do the DNA test?
Sure. We should like ask for sponsors. Dude, what if they'll send a free one? Because it's expensive, man.
Is it?
It is. It's
My-
$100.
Oh wow. Yeah, I never looked into it because my mom was like, "Don't do it, huh? Like they'll get your information and data. Like they're gonna,
Like
they're
they
gonna
don't
use-"
already have it.
But like, okay, what I heard was that these tests are based on people who did it. Like,
Yeah.
for example,
so like
if
in
you,
Asia, it's gonna be like just Asia, like East Asia, like that. Like it just says like,
yeah, it's based on the people who took the test.
Mm.
So if Asia have this kind of gene and you have that, then they'll relate you to like.
if we're like half Sri Lankan, half Filipino, it will say half Filipino, half Sri Lankan. Like, it's not gonna say like where in.
It's not gonna trace all the way back.
Yeah, because it's like
Yeah.
it's more America, like
Right,
people
right,
that
right.
are taking it and stuff like that. Something like that. That's what I heard at least. So
Right. That's true.
unless another DNA test wants to reach out to us, like it's like, well, so what if they get my DNA? What are they gonna do? Are they gonna clone me?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, there's so many movies about like cloning.
clone you, like of all people. Like, all right.
You want to
Dude,
clone
I'm
my
the most-
DNA? Like, this is not the best kind of DNA,
I'm
but
the most clumsy person ever. I'm the worst person.
you don't want
to
us
clone.
reproducing.
I'm so indecisive. Imagine those clones. Oh, I don't know what to
Do those go to DNA? Like, do they pass on through your genes?
The indecisiveness? I think so, because my mom's very indecisive. Oh my god! All right, happy birthday, Yasmin. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Love you.
Like,